Online activism has played a pivotal role in raising awareness on the plight of Palestinians facing a genocide by their occupiers. However, a growing concern has surfaced with a noticeable decline in momentum. Some are attributing this to censorship and a silencing campaign waged by Meta against activists, while others believe it may be due to a rising burnout among once politically active social media users. Key breakthroughs that have sparked unprecedented global solidarity with Palestinians should nevertheless be overlooked and deserve acknowledgement, particularly in these times. From the bustling streets of New York and London to landmarks in Lebanon and Iran, pro-Palestine demonstrations serve as a tangible expression of worldwide condemnation against the occupying Israeli regime, affirming widespread support for the Palestinian cause. Nearly 1 million people marched in London on November 11 in solidarity with Palestinians and to demand a ceasefire in Gaza. This event not only stood as the largest pro-Palestinian rally in the United Kingdom thus far, but was also hailed by organizers as one of the largest in British political history. That wasn't the only instance pro-Palestine protesters broke the grounds literally. The largest protest for Palestine in the history of the United States took place on November 4th as an estimated 300,000 people flooded the Freedom Plaza in Washington, D.C., participating in a national march organized by a coalition of grassroots and national organizations. Shifting our focus to the legal arena, Israel found itself in the spotlight of the International Court of Justice, with cases brought forth by South Africa and more recently Indonesia. In this international forum, individuals who once endured a cruel apartheid system expressed the horrors of the Israeli occupation, prompting reflection on the ironic absence of so-called white saviors. January 26 came and the ICJ gave a historic interim ruling. The World Court found that Israel is plausibly committing a genocide in Gaza. The ruling did not shield the Palestinians in Gaza from the Israeli genocidal war, but there was a breakthrough. After years of escaping accountability for the crimes committed against generations of Palestinians, Israel has at last been called to answer for its actions. It also meant that Israel's previously endorsed and tolerated Western-backed license to displace, harm, and take the lives of Palestinians without facing any repercussions is over. Then, of course, we have the unprecedented legal action unfolding against the US president, as President Joe Biden, along with Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, faced a federal complaint on November 13, 2023. While a US federal court dismissed the case earlier this month, the court's decision urged Biden and his administration to examine the results of their unflagging support for Israel and its human rights implications. The question then becomes whether these legal cases and global demonstrations can sustain the momentum needed for long-term change, and if the push against the attempted campaign to silence activists will persevere. One thing for sure, however, the determination and voice of activists have undoubtedly shaped the trajectory of the ongoing struggle for Palestinian rights on both virtual platforms and the world stage.